Hey, Sven here. A well-known limitation of make.com is that it's difficult to use more complex functions. That means in situations where I'd normally like to write a bit of software or a bit of code, you pretty quickly run into limitations. While you can achieve quite a lot with the built-in functions in Make, on the one hand, the syntax is sometimes not that easy to understand. Then you have to nest many functions within each other, which makes it hard to read. Or you need a lot of operations just to actually implement some particular idea you have. And that's why I think it's really quite cool that Zero Code offers this feature, execute JavaScript or execute Python code, because with it you can program more complex functions and then call them in your automations, kind of like subroutines. How the whole thing works, and in the specific case where I used it, how I solved it there, that's what I'll show you here in this video. I'm Sven, I'm an entrepreneur, and I've been involved with process optimization and quality for over 33 years, not just in business, but in all areas of life. And much of what I can do today I learned through experience and good old trial and error, so I know what really works. In my videos, I want to show you how you can use intelligent process automation profitably for yourself and your business. And if you're not quite sure where to start, or if you have any questions about it, just book a free call with me. You'll find the link for that right below this video. So let's get started. As I just mentioned, well, sometimes I wish, as I used to be a programmer myself, that I could just sit down and write the code I need instead of trying to force a solution with these built-in make functions. So for example, I would write in JavaScript and simply execute this JavaScript, integrating it as a subroutine into my automation. And that's possible with 0CodeKit execute JavaScript. I've pulled up the page here where everything is explained again. You can also check it out yourself using the link here. Each call costs 50 credits. The same applies to Python code, meaning you can also execute Python code. And what are 50 credits? That, of course, depends a lot on your subscription, but for example, if you pay €6.49 here, you get 50,000 credits per month, so that's about 0.6 cents or something like that each time you run it. So 0.6 cents for executing such a JavaScript code. Yes, and as I said, the same applies analogously to Python. And very recently I had a specific case where a valued client expressed a desire to meticulously create comprehensive marketing content for an entire calendar month, specifically focusing their efforts and distribution exclusively on the standard work week from Monday through to Friday. And now the question was, well, how can I most easily determine which dates in a month, so first, second, third, and so on, are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday? And yes, basically, I just utilized ChatGPT and explicitly instructed it, stating precisely that. I would like a JavaScript program or script that provides me, for any given month, all the specific days as an array that are indeed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. And then JGPT wrote the script for me. And this particular script, well, I will just go ahead and attach it right here to this. Oops, my apologies. I will just go ahead and attach it right here to this run JavaScript code action. Yes, that's precisely what I'm doing. It even commented it nicely for me. Small helper function, parameters are year and month. This is the function. List workdays, year, months. And then here's the whole code, even with error handling. This error handling works wonderfully too. We can take a look at it in a moment. And down here is basically the main program, yeah. Now it becomes a program as I set the two parameters, year and month, and then this function is called and gives me the corresponding result. And yeah, that's basically it. That means if I now, alright, let's take a look at the variables year and months. I've just accurately entered the year 2025 and the month of August for now. And when I proceed to run the entire thing, the complete scenario then effectively executes. And now I get a result here where my parameters are returned to me again. Down here, how many days are there? What is the first, what is the last day? So which one is a Monday or a Friday? And when I expand this here, I see 1st of August, 4th of August, 5th of August. And yes, the first was obviously a Friday, that's correct. And the fourth is then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then it continues with Monday again. And so with this single call, this one script, I've solved a task that in my opinion, could stand as a representative for many other tasks that we encounter in our daily work with such automations and more complex requirements. And what I also wanted to quickly show is what happens if, for example, I now say the month is 0 and run the whole thing. Then we also have some nice error handling in here because I actually get an error saying parameter month must be between 1 and 12. Now, even though it's shown here as having executed successfully, that's simply because the underlying code is protected with a try block. So at the end, I can just check here to see whether I had any errors. So I think that's really cool. It's an awesome function that we'll definitely use again and again. Give it a try if you have such complex requirements. And even if you can't program in JavaScript or don't know how to, no problem, because tools like this or ChatGPT can easily help you with it. Have fun with it and see you next time. Bye.